Are you serious? I'm so firing my tech, guys. Is there sound now? Can you hear it? Can you hear me? I'm just gonna keep talking to myself until somebody answers and tells me that they can hear me. Please say you can hear me. Yes, we are a go. All right. So in all that beautiful soliloquy that I was doing, I was literally saying, okay, I got busted dancing to my own music. But there you have it. Yesterday was a bit challenging, I gotta say. But the day before, it was literally somebody up there testing my resolve not to go down a rabbit hole of was I, because I've been working on a particular project for a few weeks, poured so much energy into it, and it's a really cool project, right? It was actually exciting me. And then heard from the other party, and they were like, okay, we're just putting the brakes on it for now. We may pick it up another time, but for now this project is closed. And I'm like, crap, it just went from excitement to nothing, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm okay with this, because this may still, like, I can see the positive sides of this. It's still okay. There is a ton of potential in this. We're going to be able to use it anyway, blah, 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 like all the stuff, right? And then the next thing hit, and I'm like, and then the thing after that hit, and I literally had to kind of look up and say, are you testing me? Are you testing my resolve to kind of not get sucked down into that rabbit hole of like, crap, what the heck, is it the day? And just realizing that it could be that my sunglasses are getting darker and darker with each thing happening, and maybe I just need to let it be, realizing that my sunglasses are still on. And then yesterday was my dad, he's been doing so well compared to when he first, got out of the hospital. And at my place, we've been making such amazing progress. Like, it's amazing. Seriously, I caught dude doing wall push-ups yesterday morning. It's been fabulous. Okay, there's ups and downs, but you get my point, right? Progress. And then all of a sudden, yesterday afternoon, it was like this, to the point where I had to call paramedics last night, and didn't get a whole heck of a lot of sleep, that, obviously. But it was like, okay. And today it's a new day. My dad's back from his checkups and his tests and all that thing. He's doing okay. The project came up with whatever it's going to do. But the coolest thing I got to share with you is that the Phoenix page is live. Okay, now you're saying, what the fudge is the Phoenix page? So in the last couple of weeks, I've been sharing with you this drive that I have into providing a network of support, and just seeing what comes up from people who are being displaced, and instead of seeing it as a threat, seeing it as an opportunity to see what can be done. What is the opportunity in this real threat to somebody's livelihood, their work, their means of earning their living and providing for those they love, right? And I was talking to my team, and somebody asked me, they were like, well, what should we call this? And I'm like, what are we going to call this? What are we going to call this page? Because I just wanted a simple page thrown up so people could opt in, share their information, so we can start analyzing the data, seeing what trends are coming up, what pools we are identifying, and then match them with what is needed, right? What is it going to take to provide them with what they need. You can tell I need sleep. Can you tell I need sleep? There is a lot of slurring going on, and I swear to you, there is not a drop of alcohol in me. So I gotta tell you. Anyway, so and so for that page, we needed a name, and the only thing that came to my mind when I was thinking about it was Phoenix, because to me, the Phoenix rises, and out of something that it seems so life-ending and just everything destroying, Rise is this amazing, beautiful, gorgeous creation. And the reason it's able to come up and rise because of something that was so devastating. So I called it the Phoenix page. And the Phoenix page is live today. I literally, okay, so you'll have to excuse the video that's on it. I'm about to actually drop the link for it. Here, let me just drop that for you. Check it out. Ta-da! There is the link for the page. You'll have to excuse the video because it's sad. Elena said to me, where's the video? She's been asking me for that video for a few days. And every day I'm like, okay, I'll get a little bit more sleep. There will be less bags under my eyes. And today I didn't care. I was literally so droopy. My face was melting off my bones, and my bags under my eyes. Doesn't matter. I literally put the video on so there would be something there for the page to go live, because I truly feel that every day that I sit and not have that be live is a day somebody's choice may be impacted, and that is not okay. That is just not okay. I don't even, like, it doesn't matter to me where you are on that spectrum of choice. You're making that choice because it's important to you, and you have my illusion, my hallucination, my belief is that you're making that choice based on the information you have taken in, what you truly believe to be right for you. And if that's the case, then you should not have to sacrifice it for your livelihood. And because of that, I'm like, let's do this. Let's see who are the people who are impacted. Where are they on that experience? In that experience, what are the needs you have? And what is it I and awesome people that I know can do to support you in addressing those needs? Whether it's introductions to other amazing, strong partners that we're like, okay, these, there are employers out there who need your skills, your experience, your knowledge that you have spent so long in gathering around you. And whether it's so long or not long enough, it doesn't matter. There is a pool of skill set that is out there, and there are people who need it. Now, another thing that comes to my mind when I think about it is, and this is super exciting for me, by the way, because I truly believe that sometimes we choose things by default. Because, you graduate from school, you pick something, and maybe it was interesting to you, or maybe it was interesting to somebody else, and you literally chose it because it was like, okay, well, I gotta have a career, I gotta have a job, so this is what I'm going to go into. And or maybe you went to school for something and you're like, okay, well, I went to school for it, and even though I don't feel super passionate about it anymore, that's what I went to school for, so that's the job I'm going to have. And to me, this is also a time, it's such an exciting opportunity to take a look at it from a higher level and say, is this still inspiring me? Am I still showing up and creating to the best of my ability, living my life the way I really feel creative and rich and amazing in whatever I'm producing and bringing through my work to the world? And if it's not, let's take a look at it and see, what is it you want to do? How do you want to take the skills and the knowledge and experience you have gathered so far, and how do you want to see it reflected in what you create, you produce, and you bring into this world, right? Either way, whether it's introductions to other employers who need you, or it is you looking at that, hey, this was cool while I did it, but this is actually a gift because now I get to look at something else I really want to do that I would not have done had this door not closed, right? So wherever you are in that experience, I don't know. I don't know yet, because I don't know. I haven't had you opt in to share with me yet what it is you need. So when we start getting the data, when we start looking at, who is it? And maybe there's nobody interested. Maybe this is all like complete hallucination that I have, but I don't think so, because the people that I've talked to, there is genuine distress about their means of earning a living. And this, people invest a lot in their careers, in their jobs, the way they show up, the way they do their job, the way they relate to that job, and invest their time in carrying it out. So when something restricts, your ability to do that job, or puts a cage, an ultimatum around you saying you do this or you lose this thing you've invested so much of yourself and your life in, it is distressing. I understand that. I can relate to it because I walked away from things that I invested a lot of my time, energy, and effort into, and resources. And it felt really dire when I had to walk away. But every time I had to do that, I promise you, it opened better, more amazing opportunities and doors that me in my... No, I wouldn't even say it was necessarily status quo, because in some cases it wasn't, but certainly in my dedication and loyalty, and just because maybe there is a bit of status quo because, there's inertia, things keep rolling, you're going to the same thing, you're doing whatever, even if you're being awesome in it, you're not necessarily taking the time to question, is this still filling me up with that creativity and that motivation to bring my incredible life energy into this, right? And I gotta share this with you. I saw that sometime, I think today. Check this out. It's a quote by Dr. Dispenza. I was reading something by him really quickly, because I do that. I kind of fuel myself with cool, awesome things on the go. Sometimes even if I get like 5 minutes somewhere, I'm just like reading or listening to something, just because I don't know, it's sort of part of my like super fuel thing. It makes me happy. But anyway, it was the coolest thing, because he said, we're not linear beings living linear lives, but dimensional beings living dimensional lives. Doesn't that make you curious? Because right off the bat, I'm not drawn to being a linear being. I am drawn to being a dimensional being. So what is it that this particular seeming threat is opening up to us, to me, to you, to everybody, regardless of where you are on that spectrum of choice? I'm not here to say, whether the yes or the no is right or wrong. I'm not. If you're making that choice, you're making it because you believe it's right for you. So if that's the case, then I really believe that instead of me sitting here complaining about it, let me see what I can do to support you in keeping your choice. And what else that opens up in this beautiful world of ours, because this tremendous pool of incredibly skilled, knowledgeable people, even if you don't think you are, I believe you are. There's no way people spend that much time in any endeavor, or frankly, even going through school and doing other things. You don't do all that without it showing up as your brand of expertise, right? So it's exciting for me to kind of look at it and say, what is it? Who are you? What do you need? Where are you in this experience? Are you already looking? And in that case, are you looking to showcase it better? Are you not yet looking and maybe kind of frozen a little bit, looking to see where things go? What skill sets do you have? What is it that you do currently? Are you like, there's just a few questions that I have on the Phoenix page. Please share it with people you know, even if it's not you, maybe it's somebody you know who may be facing a choice that they are thinking that they may not have. Or maybe somebody who could be a really strong partner in supporting us in this endeavor to see what resources, tools, and and services we can provide. Who can we introduce you to, and or these people who are interested in this opportunity too, who have need of their skills and knowledge. So I hope I'm making sense. That I'm a little sleep deprived, so it could be that this is an interesting ramble and it's not really making a lot of sense, but I hope it is. I hope it is. If I'm not, I would encourage you to listen to last week's share as well, because on that call, I laid the foundation of what the Phoenix page is about and what this whole project to me is shaping up to be. I'm genuinely excited, sleep or no sleep, about the possibilities that are arising from it. And I can't wait to see where this goes. And with amazing people actually sharing this with other people, I think that even in the midst of things that seem chaotic or perhaps limiting or fearful, I heard a friend of mine, Larissa, she talked about positive intent. And it really was a beautiful description she had. She was talking about positive intent. The way she described it was the choice to come from a place of unity, even when the impulse is to do something else. And when there is anxiety, and then there is fear, and then there is worry, and different things are coming at us really fast, even if it's information that's coming at us really fast, sometimes the impulse is to go in a way that's not best serving us. So I love the idea of coming from a place of unity with positive, having positive intent to create something that's beautiful in the face of something that seems so worrisome. So holisticgrowthstrategies.com/Phoenix, PHOENIX. That's the page that we set up. It's a really simple page, but the intent is there for people to be able to opt in, share some of their information, share their contacts, so we can then reach out once we do the analysis. And as we are moving, the next steps will unfold. This is a gathering place to begin, to start. And from there, we'll see where this actually grows into. But I'm excited about it. And MJ, you're absolutely right. Always choose passion over money. But my desire is that with passion, the way you show up and you bring your creativity to the fore, that passion actually turns into more abundance and more money than you ever thought before. Right? How cool is that, to be able to do that and to have the kind of life we are inspired to live and model for others who may be inspired to create something awesome because of it. That is my thing. That's my thing. It's not just my life. It's not just what I'm creating. It's about the flipping ripple effect of all the lives I get to touch as I'm doing the things that inspire me. It's not, who did I hear say this just recently? Think it might have been Demi. She was talking about possibly Robert Walden. See, I'm probably not saying that right, but I'll look it up. But it was about purpose, not necessarily being a thing you put into words, but a direction that seems like it's aligned or something like that. But you get the idea. I would love for you to share this with somebody that you believe would resonate with, right? And for yourself, if this resonates with you, please opt in and share some information. Share it with amazing people who you believe can be strong partners for this project, and spread the word around. Follow, like, subscribe, whatever the flavor of this is on whichever channel you are watching. the idea is to bring consciousness into the way we do business and spreading the kind of, the level of play in this that elevates the way we do everything in our life and our business. I'll see you next Thursday. Actually, you know what? That's not so. Because of this particular project, I'm actually toying with the idea of doing a show every day until for the next foreseeable future. So we have the momentum and the message being spread. So I'm going to share details of it on the page itself. If you do not see anything on Conscious Business Talks page, go to live tomorrow. Then I'll see you here next Thursday at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, and Friday 10:30 Brisbane time, Australia. But I'm darn sure, sleep or no sleep, I'm going to hold myself to doing a show every day. So I'll see you here tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern time. And you can do the calculations for the rest of it. And hey, Pew, so great to see you. It's been so good to see you. I'm really glad you're here. And I would love it for you to spread this message. And Zishan, thank you. I am looking forward to it as well, love. So on that happy note, I wish you a great evening and I'll see you next time.